So now we will start with the AR actually, accounts receivable. We discussed about that OTC cycle in our initial sessions, and then we discussed about the setups part. So from today freshly we will go to the AR module and then we will see. So before that, to access the AR, what we have done is for our username we have added the receivables roles. For example, for our we are using this login. So if we go to this login, we have added this accounts receivable manager and then customer. After adding these two roles, if we go to the dashboard, we will able to see the receivables module separately in this. Receivables account, this billing accounts receivable revenue, and this is for collections. If I go to accounts receivables, got time. Okay, yeah, now it is open. Manage customers. So this one will help us to manage the customers. Okay, so for that what I will do, roles. Visalakshmi, actually what happened is, yesterday I have sent you the training documents, you remember, in WhatsApp. Hello?
Yeah, Manish.
So what are those documents is, for example, if you take AP, you see two files. One is with AG, another one is with SG. Okay. AP, AG is nothing
Okay.
but activity guide. Okay, activity guide is nothing but your practice documents. So in that there will be all set of scenarios where you can test it. Okay, student guide is nothing but a textbook. Okay, so wherever you see for all the models you will see two files, APAR CM and GL. Okay. So these
Okay,
documents are
Manish.
provided by Suresh Raja. Okay, as part of this training. Correct? Anbu Soundarya?
Yes, Manish.
So now what I will do, since we have added the this one, I am going to take the existing structure and go to assign those structure to our user. What is the implementation project?
Under home screen.
Okay. So how I am going to take existing structure is, so if I go to this step, okay, here from the selected scope, I will remove this Anbu Home business unit, select and add and apply go task. So now let us take any existing US business unit. US, what is the difference between USA external learning US fund? Okay, let us take this one, or we'll take this one. Hmm, let's take this one. Save and close.
Okay.
So why I came to this setup is, from this setup I am able to take the business unit name. I can able to see what is the primary ledger name, what is the legal entity name. So with this I can complete the role access to my user. You got it why I came to this setup?
Yeah, yeah. Yes.
So if we use this ledger, it's not looks good. US gap ledger, it will be, it won't have much thing. Let's see, we'll check for other business unit. ABC USA. Do you find anything like Tata, something like that? Or Australia
No, Manish.
business unit?
Yesterday, like at the end of the class, we discussed about. Sorry, we had a talk about using France
Maybe
business.
we'll take this healthcare US business unit
Yes, fine.
or India business unit. So these are all the standard ones which are already available in the system. TCS. We'll take that healthcare business unit. I think that looks good.
Manish, am I audible?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so that wherever we can search with healthcare, we will able to see everything. So we'll take this one. BU name is BU. PL is primary ledger. And then legal entity is healthcare US legal entity. Chart of account structure. So to know that chart of account structure, I'm going to manage chart of account structure instances. Go to this task. I'll go to this one. Let's see whether anything is there for healthcare. Yeah, this one. Are you guys able to follow how I am taking the existing structure?
Yeah. Yes, no.
See, these are all the segments which they are using: entity, department, account, sub account, program, physician, inter-entity, future. Okay.
Okay.
You want me to copy this or not required? Because we have already taken these things, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Now what I will do is I will go to manage. This is for users. Users with data access. Why I am unable to edit this? And you didn't assign anything for payables and all?
Uh, no, Manish. For payables, like not done anything. Just
Okay.
created the supplier and
Okay. Fine, fine. Now what I will do, I will add the access. Soundarya, you also do the same.
Okay, Manish.
So here you choose healthcare. Visalakshmi, in this page we are giving the in previous step we have taken this enterprise structure, right, from the system instead of creating the new one, because this instance is getting cloned. Instead of wasting time by creating many times, we have taken this existing enterprise structure and then we are assigning this to the username which Anbu has created, so that we will create transactions
Mm-hmm.
with this enterprise structure. Don't worry, I will recap that enterprise structure.
Okay, Monish.
Accounts receivable manager, business unit, healthcare business unit. Anbu, you don't have any GL roles?
I do have Munish.
What is the ledger name? Healthcare US primary ledger. So buyer general accountant. What else is pending? Supplier manager. Supplier manager, supplier administrator, BU. So now if we search, we get why only one is coming. Hmm.
Like in the security contacts, we should select that business unit so that we can see whatever we added for the business units.
Yeah, I have done that, right?
On our security contacts, it says data access. Right?
Let me check it. Yeah, it is already exist. Maybe in this page it is not coming.
Yeah, Monish, for that, we should select the security context under the yeah, business unit.
Okay. Okay, in the filter, if we will keep it all. So if I keep it all, I will choose your username and then I could see all the roles.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Now it looks good. Yeah, fine. Okay. Now let's see whether the general ledger period is open or not. General ledger period December is open. Receivable is not open, so let me open receivables as well. First period I will choose December 23. Let it get complete. So when we open the period, we saw that, right? There are some standard programs which will be running in the schedule process. Yeah, it is succeeded. Now let me refresh. Yeah. So now AR period is open, GL period is open, payables period is open for December 23. Oh, this is for unbill. Yeah. Now only it is getting changed. Okay. Hello.
Okay, Manish.
So now let me go to receivables. I am going to receivables, accounts receivables, and then this task plan. So this billing is for creating invoice and other these activities. This tab is for receipts. Whenever we need to create a, like you remember in payables we have an invoice tab and payment tab separately here.
Yes, ma'am.
So same thing, like this is for invoice, this is for receipt collection, this is for revenue recognition. So let me go to billing
Okay.
first, and then I will create transaction. So create transaction is nothing but we are going to create an invoice. This is the invoice page. This is how it looks. So before show mode, let it be show less. Transaction class. What is this transaction class? Whether this invoice is a invoice or debit memo or credit memo. Correct?
Okay.
So let it be invoice. Business unit. Healthcare US business. This is the business unit which we are going to use it. And then transaction source. The transaction source we are going to use is manual. We are going to create manually. Transaction type. Healthcare. This is the transaction type which they created. Let us use the standard one invoice, regular invoice. Now, salesperson. What is the salesperson? If this invoice is entered by the salesperson, you remember, right? For
Yes, ma'am.
example, if you want to track the data based on the salesperson, then whenever they are creating the invoice, they need to choose the salesperson.
Okay.
If you go to any showroom, you remember there will be each salesperson for each brand.
Yeah.
So that's what this is, salesperson. Bill to name, ship to name. Bill to site, ship to site. Okay, I need to explain the concept of bill to and ship to. What is bill to? What is ship to? Anyone have any idea about this? Maybe Soundarya may know because she works as accountant, not sure. Soundarya, do you have any idea about this? What is bill to ship to?
Billing is for the client and shipment is the freight charges or the transport charges.
Huh? No.
Monish, bill two
Shipping
is
is
like
transporting. Bill.
Okay, let me explain quickly. Now, no worries. Let me explain quickly. Let's say we have taken a scenario of Tata Motors, right? So let it be Tata Motors. Motors is our customer. Mm, Tata Motors. Tata Motors is our business. Okay, we have a customer called ABC. This guy location is US. But this guy purchased a car for his parents. They are living in another location called this is United States, New York. This is United States, uh, Michigan. Michigan spelling I don't know. Let's say New Jersey, Boston. These are different two locations. This scenario is possible, right?
yes, Monish. It's
Hello.
like billing on someone's name and shipping
Yeah,
to
yeah.
someone's
So
name.
when this guy ABC purchased a car from Tata Motors, he is telling that bill to is this his name. Bill to location will be United States, New York, but ship to should be on this
Other
location.
places.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is bill to ship to. Okay. So
Okay.
bill to name, let's say go and search, we'll see what are the customers. Go to advanced, does not contain star. Okay, so these are all the customers which are available for this BU. Let us take which one we can take. Let us take Ellis Cable. If you go to salesperson, you will see in the advanced tab. If I click on advanced, this page will get changed, right? If I don't know anything, then I'm using does not contain asterisk, which means that in system no one will be created with that asterisk, right? So system is showing everything. Yeah, that is the why this advanced is working not here. I don't know. Number is required. This advanced is not okay. So now test invoice unit of measure, whether this is each box or a what each. You know, right, this unit of measure, or should I need to explain?
Sorry, unit of measurement quantity.
See, if quantity 1 and then unit price 1000 means 1 into 1000, that is this each.
Okay.
So there are some other measures, right? Sugar content bottle. Bottle means one bottle price is 1000. So two quantity means 2000. Hello. So in unit of measure we have many things. MB, megabyte. Let us choose each only because normally we will choose each. If the client is using some other thing, then they will choose this. These are not coming on setup. These are the standard functionalities which are available in this lookup. So 1 into 1000. Now same like payables. If you go here, line information. Click on this details. And save one close. Why this is? It is slow and
No, Monish, it was working fine.
you click on this show more. In the payment, if you have the receipt for this invoice, you will see that informations. If you go to miscellaneous, you will see what is the legal entity and other details. Now if you see incomplete, the status is incomplete, which means that we have not complete this invoice. See, complete and review, complete and close. If you complete and review, then the status will change to complete so that this invoice is completed, and then you can create a receipt against this invoice. Since we have enabled the delete option, this delete also now it is available. You remember in the system options we have enabled the delete. Hello?
Yes, Manoj.
Actions, edit distributions. So in the distributions, like in AP, we have that receivables revenue tax, right? So this got generated automatically based on the setups.
Okay.
But I think in this BU they have configured the tax also. That is why tax is generated. See tax. So just ignore that. If you go to receivables, expand, click on this, you can see the values. Save and close. Now click on complete and review. Once it is complete and review, you can see status is completed. If you click on view image, this will be your bill, sale invoice bill. Wait for a couple of minutes, it will show you. See, invoice copy. You can directly print it in the printer.
Okay.
It looks good, right? I will download this. See, salesperson is there, means here we will get the salesperson. This is our customer details. This is our invoice date, and then a description which we entered and all these informations. Actions. Now post to ledger. If you view accounting, you can see debit receivables, credit revenue, and credit tax. The entry which we noted here. Correct? Hello?
Okay.
Yeah. Now save. Now what we will do? Where is the invoice which we created? Manage transactions. We'll go with our business unit. Become search. Transaction date to base statement. So this is the invoice which we created. Let it be. I will go duplicate this. So now we created an invoice for the customer Ellis Cable, right? If I go to here billing, you see here review customer account details, customer account balance. So if you go here and then you search with your user customer name. See what is the amount we need to receive? 9,63,246. Total transactions count 13. Pending application 0. Past due. These are all past due. Still it is due. If you go to the activities, here you see the invoice which we created now. Hello. No, I'm
Yeah, I'm listening to you. No. Listen.
Hello.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Okay. So now what we will do, we will go to receipts and then I will show you how I am going to apply this. Or shall I create another transaction for the same customer with some other type?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, that is also fine.
Use this one. Transaction source will be manual. Type will be, I will choose debit memo. L is cable. Double L. Description. Quantity 1. Price is, I just entered in the positive. Okay. Let me save whether we'll see whether it is a giving error or not. It didn't give error. Why? Because I will show you. Any guess why it didn't give any error? Hello?
Sure, ma'am.
Maybe the invoice amount will be different.
No. What is the transaction type I have chosen?
Debit memo.
Yeah. So we need to check in the transaction type how they have configured the debit memo. What is the debit memo? See,
Positive sign.
positive sign. Let us try this credit memo.
Credit memo.
This one is negative sign in the setup. Okay. So I'll put healthcare business unit is there, right? Why then it is not coming? Because I have already chosen the debit memo, that is why it is not coming. Okay. See, if I go to create transaction, in the class you see three options, right? Invoice, credit memo, debit memo. Hello?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Yes, Manish.
So if I go with invoice and then I will choose my BU, I will choose transaction source manual. Here I will see only invoice related transaction types. Now I will choose debit memo. I will choose our BU. Let it be manual. Now you will see only debit memo types because class is debit memo. Correct?
Yeah.
Now if you
Yes.
Okay,
choose
Manish.
credit, I will choose healthcare. Transaction source is manual. Now I will see all the credit memo transaction types. Okay. So for this now, credit reason is billing. I'll put billing 1. If I put 100, let's see whether it is throwing error now. Credit memo, negative sign. Okay, let's try to complete that time whether it shows error. See, it is allowing to save, but when you click on complete, then only it is stopping us to complete this transaction.
Yeah.
This application violates the creation sign of the transaction type which is associated with the transaction. So I will save this. You go to actions, edit, distribution. So in the distribution, you see receivables account, revenue account. If you go to the transaction type and then I will click on edit, I'll choose where is our BU? Earlier it came BU.
Can we click that add button on?
No, earlier we add that, right? No, now we are adding it, but earlier we were having the, maybe we have it in the debit memo. I saw healthcare BU. Revenue account, receivable account. Mhm. Here you see revenue account, right?
Yes.
See revenue account 45900 45900.
Yeah.
What is the receivable account? 12440. See 12440. So in the auto accounting, they have set up that this revenue account and receivable account should pick it from the transaction type, but they are not taking this entity code from the transaction types. See here we have 310, but here I have 110. Correct?
Okay. Yeah.
So for this first segment, entity segment, they have given from the customer, I think. Let us check what they gave in the auto accounting. Manage auto accounting rules. See, they gave constant value. Hello?
Yes, Manish.
Yes, Manish.
You see here in the auto accounting for entity and department, they gave entity, department, sub account and program. They gave constant value as 110, default value, default value, default value. But account segment, they gave transaction type. So that is why here this 110 and then all this default value coming from the transaction type, sorry, auto accounting rule. This 12440 comes from transaction type. This one.
Okay.
Got it? Same for revenue also. So that is why in the transaction type for revenue they give 310, 110, but system does not taking any of this. It takes only for natural account segment. Because in the auto accounting they gave account only from the transaction type for both receivables and revenue. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let me complete this. Let me keep only our BU so that it will be easy for us to take the transactions. Okay. Now we'll go to accounts receivable. We'll keep only our BU. Create receipts. So healthcare US business unit. Receipt method is which one we are going to use? Standard cash receipt method. Receipt number is receipt 001. Receipt amount is, let's say, 5,000. Now let me choose the customer. Now here put transaction number, submit and apply manually. So first we are creating a receipt and then we are going to apply this receipt against the invoice which we created. So for that, submit and apply manually. Now this is the receipt application. See, now there is this section is there, right? Entered amount, accounted amount, total applied amount, on account, unapplied amount. You need to understand these concepts. Applied and then on account. So the entered amount which we entered is 5,000. Okay.
Yes.
If we apply any invoice, let's say if we are going to apply one invoice, that invoice is having 100. So in the applied amount, it will be 100. In the unapplied amount, it will be 1. Correct? Hello?
Okay.
So what this box is doing is your entered amount is 5,000. If you apply something here, it will show total applied amount. And then whatever balance after applied, it will be showing in the unapplied amount. As of now, we have not added, we have not adjusted against any invoice. That is why here it is showing 5,000. Now I will click on add application. I will find our invoice. Bill to, I will search with bill to site. Or I will remove this, wait. I will does not contain at. So this is the invoice which we created, right? 77765 So once I choose this, see here.
Okay.
So now once you apply, so it shows here. If you want to remove the apply with the application which you applied, you can click on this unapply application so that it will revert back to 5000. Okay.
Okay.
What is on account? I will show you with example. 1 second. Which diagram will show explain you clearly? This is not clear. Okay, I will explain. See, now in this scenario, we have received this 5000. We have applied 100 and then balance is 4900. Okay, there are some scenarios where we have received 5000, but we have applied for let us keep only 100. Here I will choose our see what happens is, for example, you have you have received the amount for 5000, but let's say you have applied the amount for 5500. Hello.
Okay. Okay.
So whenever we receive more from the customer after our receipt application, so that time it will go to the on account.
Okay.
You got it?
Monish, can you give one other example?
Yeah, let's say, see, we received a money for 10,000 from the customer. Okay.
Okay.
But we don't know this 10,000 is against which invoice. So that time, after we create a receipt, this we are not going to apply against anything, right? So this 10,000 will be in the on account, like a prepayment.
Okay.
That's what the concept. Nothing but whatever. This is unapplied, right? This 3,000. See, now we entered for 5,000. Okay, I applied against this 1,766. This 3,923 is still unapplied, right? Now,
Yeah.
what it will do is, once I save this, this 3,923 will be go to the on account.
Okay.
So which means that we have received 5,000, out of which 1,076 we have applied. This 3,923 is still unapplied. That's it.
Okay.
So now I will post to Ledger. View accounting. Unapplied cash and then receivables. If you want to unapply, you can unapply this. That's it. Like same thing we did on the AP prepayment, right? Same concept only. Any doubts in this receipt creation?
Again, I have to recap this. I'll
Yeah.
ask.
Okay then. Okay. I think you guys just recap this everything. Okay. So tomorrow
Yeah.
I will come up with some other scenarios in AR and then we will go to FA. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank
ma'am.
you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.